Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook and current CEO of Meta, commands an estimated net worth exceeding $770 billion. Yet, despite being one of the richest people on Earth, he does not live in Beverly Hills. Instead, he quietly built an enormous private compound in Palo Alto, California. Over the years, he secretly spent more than $110 million acquiring 11 neighboring properties to create one of America's most private billionaire compounds. But Zuckerberg isn't the only billionaire hiding from the spotlight. Just minutes away sits an entire California neighborhood where some of the richest people in the world quietly live, and almost nobody talks about it: Beverly Hills and Malibu, California. When most people picture extreme California wealth, specific images immediately come to mind. We think of sprawling, sun-drenched estates in Beverly Hills. We picture exclusive beachfront properties in Malibu. We imagine modern glass mansions perched high up in the Hollywood Hills. For decades, pop culture has aggressively sold us the idea that these are the ultimate playgrounds for the rich and famous. We are conditioned to believe that financial success means purchasing a massive home on a famous street where everyone can see exactly how successful you have become. And while those iconic neighborhoods certainly attract actors and entertainers, the reality is quite different for the ultra-wealthy. For a true billionaire, these famous zip codes are actually far too public. Beverly Hills and Hollywood are constantly swarmed by tour buses, aggressive paparazzi, and curious tourists holding up their smartphones. There is very little true isolation when your neighborhood essentially functions as a global tourist attraction. Extreme wealth operates on a completely different set of priorities. When you possess a 10-figure net worth, you value absolute privacy, military-grade security, and massive land parcels where you can completely control your environment from every possible angle. You want quiet streets where a strange vehicle is instantly noticed. You want minimal public attention and absolutely zero tourism. The people who quietly control the global economy do not want to be seen at all. They want to disappear into their own private fortresses, entirely shielded from the chaotic outside world. And to find where they actually build these fortresses, we have to leave Southern California entirely and head north. Atherton, California. Nestled quietly between San Francisco and San Jose sits Atherton, California. Year after year, Atherton consistently ranks as the absolute wealthiest town in the United States. It boasts average home prices that completely dwarf the most expensive streets of Los Angeles. Yet, if you were to casually drive through it, you might not even realize you were sitting right in the middle of a billionaire stronghold. And that low-profile atmosphere is exactly by design. Atherton is perfectly positioned in the beating heart of Silicon Valley, offering residents incredibly fast access to the headquarters of the world's most powerful technology companies and top-tier venture capital firms. But geographic convenience is only a small part of the appeal. What truly makes Atherton the ultimate billionaire sanctuary is its incredibly strict local zoning laws. The town has deliberately engineered itself to be an anti-tourist destination. There is an absolute and strictly enforced absence of commercial development. You will not find a single restaurant, coffee shop, grocery store, or boutique anywhere within the town limits. The residents made sure there are no public sidewalks to encourage casual strolling. There is simply no reason for an outsider to ever visit Atherton unless they have a specific invitation. Instead of flashy displays of wealth, you find miles of dense, tree-lined streets. The estates located here are massive, but you can rarely see them from the public road. They are purposely hidden behind towering hedges, thick perimeter walls, and heavy steel security gates. The lush landscaping is strategically grown dense to block any line of sight into the private properties. For a billionaire seeking extreme privacy, this environment is absolute paradise. It provides an impenetrable bubble where they can step outside, spend time with their families, and exist normally without public attention. But who exactly is living behind these walls? the estates of Atherton, California. If you look closely at public property records, the list of individuals tied to Atherton reads like a masterclass roster of global business and technology. Google co-founder Sergey Brin and former Google Chief Executive Officer Eric Schmidt have both maintained deep roots in this highly exclusive enclave. WhatsApp founder Jan Koum purchased a massive estate here, quietly adding to his impressive portfolio of ultra-private properties. Meg Whitman, the highly influential former chief executive of eBay and Hewlett-Packard, as well as financial titan Charles Schwab, have all proudly called Atherton home. These are individuals whose daily decisions directly shape the global economy, and they all gravitated toward the exact same quiet, heavily wooded streets to build their private lives. But it is not just technology founders and financial executives who recognize the immense value of this hidden neighborhood. Elite professional athletes who achieve extreme wealth and global fame often reach a critical point in their careers where privacy becomes their most valuable asset. National Basketball Association superstars like Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala are both prominent former Atherton residents. For high-profile athletes, the fundamental appeal of this town is identical to that of the technology billionaires. After spending their professional lives performing in sold-out arenas and dealing with aggressive media scrutiny on a daily basis, they desperately seek a sanctuary. Atherton offers an unmatched level of security and a peaceful family life. The local schools are exceptional, the streets are heavily monitored, and the close proximity to Silicon Valley allows them to easily pivot their wealth into technology investing. In Atherton, a globally famous athlete is just another quiet neighbor in a town populated by exceptionally successful people. There is a deeply ingrained unspoken rule of absolute discretion among the residents. But while Atherton represents the gold standard of community privacy, one specific tech titan decided that simply living in an exclusive neighborhood was not enough. Crescent Park, Palo Alto. Just minutes away from Atherton, in the neighboring city of Palo Alto, Mark Zuckerberg took the concept of billionaire privacy to an entirely new and unprecedented extreme. Rather than buying an existing mega mansion hidden in the hills, Zuckerberg originally chose to live in the beautiful but relatively standard Crescent Park neighborhood. He purchased his historic home to serve as his primary residence, but he very quickly realized a significant problem was brewing. Real estate developers were actively planning to buy the standard residential properties surrounding his house. Their explicit goal was to aggressively market those specific homes to wealthy buyers using his famous name, basically offering the highest bidder the rare chance to live right next door to the founder of Facebook. To prevent this permanent invasion of his family's privacy, Zuckerberg did what only a handful of people on Earth possess the capital to do. He essentially bought the neighborhood. Over the course of several years, he spent more than $110 million quietly acquiring 11 surrounding homes through a complex network of various legal entities. Once the land was secured, he then began a multi-year construction project to seamlessly connect these individual parcels into one giant, heavily fortified family compound. This incredible project included a massive underground expansion that local residents and media outlets often vividly nicknamed the Bat Cave. The vast subterranean levels were meticulously designed to house heavy mechanical equipment, private underground parking, and highly secure meeting spaces. Above ground, the property features a vast array of bespoke luxury amenities tailored perfectly to his lifestyle. This includes a state-of-the-art pickleball court and a futuristic retractable hydrofloor swimming pool, allowing the physical space to be seamlessly used for multiple purposes depending on the day. He even commissioned a custom silver statue of his wife, Priscilla Chan, which is perfectly placed within the lush compound gardens. But building a fortified compound right in the middle of a traditional residential neighborhood did not go unnoticed. The endless construction controversies, frequent road closures, and heavy noise generated significant and very vocal neighbor complaints. Residents were incredibly frustrated by the constant army of contractors and the massive security details that constantly monitored the perimeter. Despite the intense local backlash, Zuckerberg achieved his ultimate goal, creating an impenetrable island of extreme privacy right in the middle of a traditional California suburb. But Zuckerberg's aggressive real estate strategy reveals a much broader trend currently sweeping through the ranks of the ultra-wealthy, Bel Air and Bradbury, California. While Atherton and Palo Alto dominate the massive wealth concentration of Northern California, the intense desire for absolute secrecy extends across the entire state. Even in Southern California, billionaires are quietly abandoning the highly visible slopes of the Hollywood Hills for much more discreet locations. The neighborhood of Bel Air has long offered deep canyons and massive lots, where homes can be entirely obscured from the public street, providing a higher level of physical security than the easily accessible blocks of neighboring Beverly Hills. But perhaps the most mysterious of all is the tiny city of Bradbury, located quietly in the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains. Bradbury is a highly guarded, gated community that most Los Angeles residents have never even heard of. It is strictly gated, heavily patrolled by private security, and features immense estates built specifically for absolute isolation. Much like Atherton, Bradbury is entirely devoid of commercial zones and tourist traffic. When comparing these distinct hidden neighborhoods, a clear pattern emerges. The ultra-rich are no longer choosing where to live based on public prestige alone. They are selecting their locations based entirely on control. They desperately want communities with massive physical gates and strict zoning laws that explicitly prevent normal city life from ever encroaching on their property lines. They are actively rejecting the celebrity neighborhoods that rely on public recognition. Modern wealth is rapidly becoming invisible. Today's billionaires do not compete to be seen. They compete to disappear entirely. If you found this dive into the hidden world of the ultra-wealthy fascinating, subscribe for more stories about powerful people and the secret places they call home. Because the greatest luxury in California isn't owning the biggest mansion. It's living somewhere so private that most people never even know you're there.